Okay, so once we got the stances going, the next thing is to move, because obviously we don't want to just stand there. So, an easy way to remember how to move will be looking at an actual clock. Not a digital clock, of course, but a clock that has number 12 in the top, 6 in the bottom, 3 and also 9, or vice versa. So, you move the foot closest to the direction where you want to go. So if you wanted to go forward, you move your front foot first. If you wanted to go back, you want to move your back foot first. If you want to go to the right, you move your right foot first. And if you want to go to the left, you move the left foot first. It's extremely important that you have what is considered balance, which will also be, right? You got to have balance. Because without balance, even if you make contact, you will end up falling. And that's not a smart thing. We want to prepare ourselves for any given situation, whether it's in a tournament aspect of fighting or even in the street. So I do not recommend us throwing ourselves on the floor. A lot of people don't have these basics in footwork, so that's the reason why they, at times, instead of moving out the way, they throw themselves onto the ground. Not highly recommended. Okay, so again, here we go. And you guys can do along with me. Now I know, in your case, 12 o'clock will be behind because you're facing me. This is my 3 o'clock, that's your 9 o'clock. But I'm going to use my clock, meaning because I'm looking directly at you. And that's what I want you guys to do. You can put your hands up in any posture that you feel comfortable, whether it's crowded, universal, boxing, or basic, and also measure. But if you notice, my back foot here is in what's called a trigger position. In order for you to be able to move at maximum speed, you will have to eventually get into what's called a trigger. You can go from a flat foot position, but before you can actually move or any type of speed, you will have to eventually get on your toes. So if you start there, then it will definitely help you. Okay, so we'll do this really quick. You go to 12 o'clock, and then back to the center of the clock. You go to 6 o'clock, back to the center of the clock. Okay, let's try it again. In this case, we'll do your clock. Come towards me, 12, and then back to center. I'll go towards you. 6, and back to center. Okay, now I'm going to my 3 o'clock, okay, which is your 9 o'clock. Ready? You go over to the side, and then back to center. Then the opposite, to the left, your case is right, and back to the center. Seems a little confusing, but the easiest way to remember is that if you're going to your left, you move your left foot first. If you're going to your right, you move your right foot first. Practice that, and that will be the foundation for the best block in the world not being there. In a few minutes, a few seconds, I'll be back, and I'm going to show you how to properly use this B basic in order for you to score.